Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Conversations. We're so happy you're here with us today. If this is your first time listening, welcome to the family. This is the place where you can improve your English through real conversations, everyday situations, and simple explanations that actually make sense.
Hey everyone, it's great to have you here again. And honestly, today's topic is one of those small English things that causes big confusion for learners. Even intermediate and advanced learners mix these two words up all the time.
That's true. And the funny thing is that both words seem very similar. They both involve moving something from one place to another. So learners often stop and think, wait, do I say bring or take here?
Exactly. I remember when I was learning another language, I had the same problem. I knew the vocabulary, but I didn't know which direction the action was supposed to go.
Yes, direction is the key word today. That's what we're going to focus on. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the difference between bring and take, how native speakers use them naturally, and how to stop making common mistakes.
We'll also practice real-life situations like inviting friends somewhere, carrying objects, going to work, traveling, and even texting people, because honestly, these verbs appear everywhere in daily English.
And don't worry if you've made mistakes with these words before. That's completely normal. Most learners do. Today, we'll make everything simple step by step.
Also, we want this episode to be interactive, so while you listen, try answering our questions out loud, and later, write your own examples in the comments. We love reading them.
Yes, try writing one sentence with bring and one sentence with take after this episode. It's one of the best ways to remember new English naturally.
And before we start, don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to Easy English Conversations, and share this with a friend who's learning English too.
All right, let's finally solve the mystery of bring versus take once and for all.
Let's jump right into it.
Okay, let's start with the basic concept. The easiest way to understand bring and take is to think about direction.
Exactly. Bring usually means movement toward the speaker or destination. Take usually means movement away from the speaker or starting point.
Let's make that simpler. If something comes to me, I usually say bring.
And if something goes away from me, I usually say take.
Here's a simple structure. Subject plus bring plus object plus to someone or place.
And another one, subject plus take plus object to someone or place.
Let's look at examples. If I'm at home and I call my friend, I might say, "Can you bring some snacks to my house?"
Because the snacks are moving toward you.
Exactly. But if I'm talking to my brother before he leaves the house, I might say, "Take these snacks to your friend."
Because now the snacks are moving away from the speaker.
Here are more examples. Bring your laptop to the meeting. Bring your passport to the airport. Can you bring me some water?
And now with take your umbrella with you, take this package to the post office, I'm going to take my dog to the vet.
Did you notice something important? The speaker's position matters.
Oh yes, that's the secret. Native speakers imagine where they are mentally. That changes the verb.
Let's do a quick comparison.
Okay.
Imagine I'm already at the party. I call you and say, "Can you bring some drinks?"
Because I'm bringing the drinks to your location.
Exactly. But now imagine we're both at home talking about the party before leaving.
Then we'd probably say, let's take some drinks to the party.
Perfect. Same drinks, different direction.
That's why learners get confused sometimes. The situation changes the verb.
Here's another everyday example. My mom used to say, "Take your lunch to school."
But the teacher at school might say, did you bring your lunch today?
Wow, that's such a good example.
Because from the teacher's perspective, the lunch came toward the school.
Let's talk directly to our listeners for a second. Think about your day today. Did you bring something somewhere or did you take something somewhere?
Maybe you took your phone charger to work. Maybe you brought coffee to your coworker. Try making sentences right now.
Here's another important thing. We often use bring and take with people too.
Right. For example, my dad took me to school. My friend brought me to a new restaurant.
And yes, both can sometimes sound natural depending on perspective.
That's true. English is flexible sometimes, especially in casual conversation.
Now let's talk about negative forms.
Very important.
Don't bring food into the room. Don't take my phone.
Or, I didn't bring my wallet. She didn't take her jacket.
Super simple grammar. Just use don't, doesn't, didn't, can't, or won't like normal verbs.
Let's practice with listeners. Can you answer these? If you're going to your friend's house with a cake, Do you bring the cake or take the cake?
Usually take the cake to your friend's house.
Good. Now imagine your friend is already waiting at the house and texts you.
Then they might say, please bring the cake.
Exactly. Same action, different perspective again.
That's why context matters so much.
Another question. If your mother says, blank your backpack to school, what's the verb?
Take, because you're moving it away from home.
And if your teacher asks, did you blank your homework?
Bring, because it came toward the teacher or classroom.
Perfect. You're already improving. All right, quick summary time. Bring usually means movement towards someone or somewhere. Take usually means movement away from someone or somewhere.
And both can be used physically or metaphorically. Now, let's build on that idea and talk about related uses in real life.
Yes, because native speakers use bring and take in many situations beyond physical objects.
For example, we use them for emotions, energy, experiences, and even problems.
Exactly. Listen to these. You bring happiness to my life. This job takes too much energy.
Nobody is physically carrying happiness or energy, but we still use bring and take metaphorically.
Here's another one. Social media brings people together. Long meetings take a lot of time.
These expressions are extremely common in English.
And learners sometimes forget that verbs can have emotional meanings too.
Let's do some real-life situations.
All right.
Imagine your friend visits your house.
Okay.
You say, wow, you brought dessert? Thank you.
Very natural.
But before your friend leaves their house, maybe their mother says, take this dessert to your friend's house.
Again, same dessert, different perspective.
Now, let's compare formal and informal usage.
In casual English, people often shorten sentences. Bring it here. Take it there.
Very short, very natural.
In more formal situations, people may say, could you please bring the documents to my office? Please take these files to the manager.
Polite tone matters too.
Definitely. Adding words like please, could you, or would you makes the sentence softer and friendlier.
Here's a quick dialogue example.
Let's do it.
Hey, are you coming to the picnic tomorrow?
Yeah, should I bring anything?
Can you bring some drinks?
Sure, I'll take them in my cooler.
See? Both verbs in one conversation.
And both sound perfectly natural.
Let's give listeners a quick practice activity.
Okay, everyone, listen carefully.
Situation 1. You are leaving home for work. Which sounds better? A, I'm bringing my books to work. B, I'm taking my books to work.
B is more natural because you're moving the books away from home.
Situation 2. Your teacher says A, bring your homework tomorrow. B, take your homework tomorrow.
A is correct because the homework is coming toward the teacher.
Situation 3. Your friend texts from the party. A, can you bring snacks? B, can you take snacks?
A sounds more natural because the snacks are moving toward the party.
Situation 4. Your mom says before vacation, A, bring your passport. B, take your passport.
Usually B, you're carrying it away with you.
Situation 5. You arrive at the airport and your friend asks, A, did you take your passport? B, did you bring your passport?
B sounds more natural in that context.
Great job, everyone.
And remember, context changes everything. Sometimes both verbs can appear in similar situations depending on perspective.
Try saying your answers out loud. Speaking helps memory so much.
You can also change formality levels. Bring me water. Could you bring me some water? Would you mind bringing me some water?
English becomes more natural when you practice tone, not just grammar.
Now, here's your challenge. Create your own bring and take sentences after this episode.
Write them in the comments. We'd love to read them.
And remember, real communication matters more than perfect textbook grammar.
All right, today was really fun. We covered so much everyday important English.
We did, and honestly, bring and take seem small, but they appear constantly in real conversations.
Today, we learned that bring usually means movement towards someone or somewhere.
And take usually means movement away from someone or somewhere.
We also practiced real-life situations like school, work, parties, travel, and phone conversations.
Plus, we talked about common mistakes, natural expressions, tone, and polite requests.
Remember, learning English is not about being perfect immediately.
It's about practicing consistently and becoming more comfortable little by little.
So after this episode, try noticing bring and take in movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, or conversations.
And ask yourself, why did the speaker choose bring? Why did they choose take?
That small habit can improve your English very quickly.
Here's our final question for you. What's one thing you usually take with you every day?
Write your answer in the comments using bring or take correctly.
And if this episode helped you, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Easy English Conversations so you never miss a new lesson.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. We're proud of your progress, and we're happy you're learning with us.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, don't be afraid of mistakes. See you next time.